Hi, my name is Dr. Leigh Vanderloo, and today we're going to talk about the social climate of physical activity. So it would be like, what's the current norm? So do we typically see people getting active or not? Social values, is it something we as a society value? And then it's also looking at some of those kind of more social sources of influence. So do people I care about, like a partner, a family member, are they active? So should I also be active? Social climate can have a huge impact on whether or not we get active. It has a lot to do also with this sense of identity and belonging, kind of being part of the in-group or in-crowd. And so when we see other people getting active, it makes sense that we kind of want to be a part of that. Some examples that we're seeing would be joining, a retiree walking group. Those are super popular, or mall walking groups. Another one would be Mummy and Me programming. You're building that sense of community, you're reinforcing positive behaviors with other new moms. And another great one would be this huge surge of run clubs. So great way to meet a potential romantic partner, great way to meet other friends, and we're starting to see that that's becoming more of the norm than some of our typical ways of meeting people in the past. So some of the positive impacts the social climate can have on our physical activity: it makes it more of the norm. We want to be part of the in crowd. It helps with our identity. It makes it easier to get active. But also, when it comes to social climate and physical activity, the negative things that we can see is that, one, it can encourage some not so healthy behaviors. We can be met with a sense of guilt. I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing it as often. I'm not looking the same way as the people I'm seeing. And we can also be met with just an overabundance of information that it's really hard to navigate. But I think it's really important that we don't lose sight of the mental and the physical benefits that we get from getting active. We've never been living closer to one another, and we've never been more connected, even socially, than we have in the past. And yet we're dealing with a real loneliness epidemic right now. Despite all of these perceived connections and ways to reach out or have so many friends online, many of us are still left feeling pretty isolated and pretty lonely. When we are getting active together, or you're doing something socially, there's so much to be gained in terms of building really important bonds that we don't necessarily get online. I think oftentimes we overlook how important community or the social environment is when it comes to getting active, and it's really important that we don't overlook it, because oftentimes that's the hook we need to get active and stay active.